It's a great question. I think a useful way to frame it is to maybe think of it not as or, but to think of it as and, because both sides of the coin are going to be hugely useful for companies and brands to win and to come out stronger on the other side of this. But I think for here and now, that age-old saying, cash flow is blood flow, has to be our mantra. If I use an emergency room analogy, we're all looking at the patient in front of us, and it's no good discussing that patient's recovery plan. What we need to do is we need to do what needs to be done. And what needs to be done is to restore that patient's circulatory system. So whether that's deals, whether that's discounts, whether that's trade exchanges, innovative partnerships, we need to do what needs to be done. But that short-term thinking, it's absolutely tactical. It has a timeline and it has an expiry date. And that comes back to the and. And that, I think, is about revisiting those long-term strategies that actually are in place and potentially just framing them around three lenses. The first one is the consumer, the reason we do all of this. And if you look around the world, there are so many common insights and human truths that are popping up around our shared humanity. They are really, really powerful stuff that we can tap into. And I think we have to make that work in the work. And I don't mean in generic terms, I don't mean in notional terms. I really mean real world stuff. Getting those insights back into the work, I think, will be hugely powerful and set up the brand for a massive success. The second one is the brand itself. What actually is the role of our brands? And I don't mean brand purpose, I don't mean brand intrinsics or extrinsics, but where is our brand being useful? I certainly know that the world is not waiting and wanting any more COVID-19 ads. And we've got to really think through, where is our brand useful? Where is it tangible? Where can it demonstrate things rather than say things? And it needs to do what brands have always done. Brands need to inspire us. They need to engage us. They need to entertain us, lift us up in light and humorous and interesting ways. And I think that that's what brands need to do right now. And so we need to challenge ourselves to really understand the role of our brand and the tonality we're going to take in how we attack this problem. And the third one is the 7 P's of marketing. I do believe there are now. They keep growing. And I think that the marketing and advertising fraternity needs to focus broader than just promotion, which we're all using to do the heavy lifting. There's so much exciting hidden gems in those other P's, whether that's redefining a new pricing strategy, looking at a new distribution model, unlocking the human capital that sits within our companies, or indeed looking at different innovative partnerships or ways of doing things. Let's challenge in those other P's and really pull that ecosystem together to really unlock the power of our brands. And as I say, it only took a global pandemic for humanity to finally understand its humanity. And I think that if we focus on that humanness that is bubbling up to the surface and really explore those deep insights and feelings that all of us are having right now, if we're clear on the role of our brand and how useful we can be in very tangible ways, I think that's a huge strength. And lastly, let's think broader than just 1 or 2 P's. Let's encompass all of our thinking to include that whole ecosystem. And I think if we have those 3 things in mind, we'll weather the storm and we'll come out stronger and more resilient.